Number 68. Get up a game. It is said that John F. Kennedy's father's credo was, "Don't get mad, get even." And that credo has a certain vengeful, clever wisdom in it as far as it goes, but you might go even further with this credo. Don't just get even, get better. When Michael Jordan was a sophomore in high school, he was cut from his high school basketball team. Michael Jordan was told by his coach that he wasn't good enough to play high school basketball. It was a crushing disappointment for a young boy whose heart was set on making the team. But he used the incident, not to get mad, not to get even, but to get better. We all have those moments when people tell us, or insinuate to us, that they don't think we measure up, that they don't believe in us. Some of us have entire childhoods filled with that experience. The most common reaction is anger and resentment. Sometimes it motivates us to get even, or to prove somebody wrong. But there's a better way to respond, a way that is creative rather than reactive. How can I use this? Is the question that puts us on the road to creativity. It transforms the anger into optimistic energy, so we can grow beyond someone else's negative expectations. Johnny Bench, a Hall of Fame baseball player, knew what it was like to not be believed in. In the 2nd grade, he said, "They asked us what we wanted to be. I said I wanted to be a ball player and they laughed." In the 8th grade they asked the same question. And I said a ball player, and they laughed a little more. By the 11th grade, no one was laughing. Our country has gone through a difficult period of time since World War II. We no longer value heroes and individual achievement as we once did. Competition has become a bad word. But competition, if confronted enthusiastically, can be the greatest self-motivating experience in the world. What some people fear in the idea of competition, I suppose, is that we will become obsessed with succeeding at somebody else's expense. That we'll take too much pleasure in defeating and therefore, being better than somebody else. Many times during conversations with my children's teachers, I am told how the school has progressively removed grades and awards from some activities, so that the kids don't feel they have to compare themselves to each other. They are proud of how they've softened their educational programs so that there's less stress and competition. But what they are doing is not softening the program, they are softening the children. If you are interested in self-motivation, self-creation, and being the best you can be, there is nothing better than competition. It teaches you the valuable lesson that no matter how good you are, there is always somebody better than you are. That's the lesson in humility you need, the lesson those teachers are misguidedly trying to teach by removing grades. It teaches you that by trying to beat somebody else, you reach for more inside of yourself. Trying to beat somebody else simply puts the game back into life. If it's done optimistically, it gives energy to both competitors. It teaches sportsmanship. And it gives you a benchmark for measuring your own growth. The poet William Butler Yeats used to be amused at how many definitions people came up with for happiness. But happiness wasn't any of the things people said it was, insisted Yeats. Happiness is just one thing, he said. Growth. We are happy when we are growing. A good competitor will cause you to grow. He will stretch you beyond your former skill level. If you want to get good at chess, play against somebody better at chess than you are. In the movie Searching for Bobby Fischer, we see the negative effects of resisting competition on a young chess genius until he starts to use the competition to grow. Once he stops taking it personally and seriously, the game itself becomes energizing. Once he embraces the intriguing fun of competition, he gets better and better as a player, and grows as a person. I mentioned earlier that I'd heard a report on the radio that there was a Little League organization somewhere in Pennsylvania that had decided not to keep score in its games anymore because losing might damage the players' self-esteem. They had it all wrong. Losing teaches kids to grow in the face of defeat. It also teaches them that losing isn't the same as dying, or being worthless. It's just the other side of winning. If we teach children to fear competition because of the possibility of losing, then we actually lower their self-esteem. Compete wherever you can. But always compete in the spirit of fun, knowing that finally surpassing someone else is far less important than surpassing yourself. If you're better at a game than I am, when I play against you and try to beat you, it's really not you I'm after. Who I'm really beating is the old me. Because the old me couldn't beat you.
Thanks for watching. Are you visiting our channel for the first time? Then click subscribe and hit that thumbs up below the video. Join us for more videos like this.